walking from Brock Road Elementary School to the house in Lake Wilderness 1 to steal her money and walk back to the school while she was at, while school time.
And she
Second grade?
Yeah, Maggie would always get mad at Gabby because supposedly Gabby was always taking food and eating 2 or 3 lunches in like 20 minutes at school. She stole all this food and took all this lunch to school.
She destroyed her plants in the front yard. Gabby said went and sat on them and twisted like this and messed up her plants.
Would you say James would confide with his mother and anything more than he confide with you?
Possibly.
Sounds like he was closer to her than he was with you.
At one time we were close. He chose me over her.
Okay.
He made her leave. He didn't speak to her for a
So
while.
you drew a wedge between him and his mother.
Him and his mom didn't speak till his dad died.
Okay.
But I think Maggie does know what happened. I think Maggie was the one that helped him.
Him or Adam, but I don't see Adam doing anything.
No.
He's saying he would say something. So his mom's got
The
it.
only one he's got is his mom. That's the only person he has.
Would
is
keep
his
a
mom.
secret for all this.
Do you know if she's ever been a person of interest?
Nope, they never even searched her house either, even though he owns that house.
Oh, he owns the house she lives in? Do you know the address?
I live there. 12502, saddled like a horse saddle, court.
And where's this at?
Spotsylvania, 22551.
Is this a gated community
No.
or rural area?
It's rural. It's
Well,
on Lake Wilderness 1.
Lake Wilderness, yeah.
Okay, and his mother's name's Maggie?
Yeah.
Brandon?
Brandon/Sullivan. No relation.
Sullivan's your maiden name?
Yeah.
Okay.
No relation.
Thank goodness.
Guess you figured I was gonna ask that next.
The house he lives at is 204 Oak Crest,
That's in Partler.
That's a part, that's Spotsy.
22534.
That's,
At the time when Caitlin went missing, he owned 3 houses. Because he inherited the one behind Spotsylvania Mall from his dad when his dad died.
and what they wanted to do with that?
Nothing, because there's tenants in it,
Oh, so he's renting it right now?
They say his mom could be a tenant.
so they can't search her house either.
Mm-hmm. And his mom has a roommate.
Is he quite comfortable financially to buy these houses?
Mm-hmm.
He makes that kind of money?
He's got a ton of credit too.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
So he's not a deadbeat?
Nope.
Now, when you were married to him, was he, well, he obviously didn't have any, he didn't go anywhere, so he didn't have any expenses, because he didn't socialize, right?
Oh, he has expenses. He'll go and buy a $500 computer.
Okay, but that's a one-shot deal. I'm talking about weekly things like going to restaurants, like people do entertainment,
No,
sports.
he doesn't do any of that.
So
He doesn't really have a variety of foods that he eats, does he?
No.
He only eats like a few certain things.
And he didn't go out to restaurants?
No, not really. If
He
he would,
would,
it would
but
be
not
like
a lot.
it would be like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, he'll go to, what's the bar called? Hard Times. He likes some chili.
Did he like to drink?
He'll drink.
What was his bad habits besides the porn? Did he drink,
That's it.
smoke,
He doesn't
drugs?
drink. He didn't drink very often.
Okay,
He didn't do drugs either.
okay. So his mother lives, and she owns the house. He bought it for her?
No, that's the house we lived in together.
Oh,
He
so
bought that house in 2002.
Okay, so okay, I got it. And then when you two got divorced, he bought the one on Oakrest.
He bought that a few years
He
ago.
bought that in 2014.
14, I think.
April 2014, I believe. It was after his dad died.
And so he winds up renting his father's house right now.
From what the internet says, he sold his dad's house.
Okay.
I Googled it. I'm good at Google.
Alright.
He's put his house up for sale on Oak Crest a couple times. And taking it back down. On
Has he?
Craigslist.
Has he?
Mhm. They also,
Was he formally named as a suspect in this case at all?
as far as I know, he has been.
This is Spotsy, they named him as a suspect, but then they found nothing and they kind of dropped it?
As far as I know, he's never been off that list.
How about either of you two? Have you two ever been,
Not that
Not that
I
I
know.
know of.
I've never even talked to him.
No, have the police
Oh.
ever, say, well, you know, first thing we gotta do is check the family, see if there's any.
I mean, I'll talk to them, so I don't.
Well, we had that one meeting, but I've
Yeah.
never been up there to,
I don't know.
So they never came to your house and did any
No.
searching, asked for
No.
certain documents?
I always gave them what they needed.
What have you given them, what did they ask for?
They wanted DNA from me and Gabby to find out, so they can put nameless, we did that.
Okay,
I gave them some of Caitlin's, gauges that I had in there for DNA as well.
okay.
I think that's about all I gave them, wasn't it?
Did they take DNA from James?
they did with that search warrant, I think it was on the
I think they
papers.
did, yeah.
Okay. And you don't know if they found anything in the car, his house?
As far as I know, they found nothing.
Yeah, as far as we know, they found
And he's not a
nothing.
paint freak.
He's not?
No. Well, how's
But
it?
Maggie is.
Yeah, but if he took Caitlin up there, then how come her blonde curls were not in any part of his house or his car? His Jeep?
We know Caitlin was in his house, so how come they did not find any DNA?
They took his
Cleaned
bed
it.
sheets and all.
They didn't find nothing in the car?
No.
Lock of
Or
hair
the
or
house.
nothing?
Nothing.
Or the house.
Does that tell you maybe she never left the house?
That's what we think. Well, they had said before that the detective said that they don't think she left Spotsylvania County.
Mm-hmm.
That's what detectives said.
And he knows River Road very well.
I was gonna get to that River Road, they talked about where the book bag was left, that
Her
backpack.
suitcase.
Um,
River Road is not far from where Maggie lives.
When he used to go to Central Park, he would cut through River Road. You go that way, you go down to Route 3 to go to, because it was quicker.
to get to his mother's house
Oh, he flies on that road.
on River Road?
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
he's
that
buried
was-
his driveway.
So that was a common road for him?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So that would make sense for him to use.
It makes sense. And it would make sense too, because if he goes to his mom's house, he can go that way because that's the house he's lived in since 2002.
Well, here's the thing, okay, I'm gonna be devil's advocate, okay,
Okay.
so let's assume James did this. You say he's a smart guy, he's weird, but he's smart. Why would he take that backpack and leave ID in there like that?
Why do you leave cash in it?
Well, the cash is one thing, but ID, I mean, that's like, makes it too easy to identify, that's Caitlin's. He sounds like, if he was gonna go through all this trouble, he would've done a better job, but I don't know. I don't know the guy.
That's not a better job.
We've
It's
talked
been
about
2.5
it.
years.
We've thought of every scenario.
Yeah.
Do you think that's out of character for him, if he was gonna do something? Do you think that'd be sloppy?
But the way his mind thinks, I don't know.
Well, I don't
He's
know.
very meticulous. He's
Well,
very.
that's why I'm asking you, because I don't know how
Yeah,
mine thinks.
he thinks things very clear, very through, big time.
Exactly.
So I.
If he's the scientist and IT guy, they're very, they're very meticulous about how they do things. That's why, if he did do this, it seems too shoot from the hip type of thing.
But if he had to hurry up and get rid of something because he did something by accident, do you think that would matter?
Maybe
You
he
can't,
wanted
you don't
to-
have time to process something then,
Maybe he wanted everyone to find his luggage with her name in it.
because someone has her, diploma, where'd that go? Her high school diploma's missing. You can have one, but you can't have the other.
Why would he leave anything with her name on it?
Yeah.
Take the diploma, take the ID, take the credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
If it was him or something,
Yeah.
that's why it might not be him. It might be
It might be-
somebody
It
else.
might be, but why, he hasn't even tried once proving his innocence at all.
He had when she first went missing, he was the only one that never called her to see where she was, what's going on, are you okay? He was the only one that never made a phone call to see where she was at, if she was
Yeah.
okay. Out of everybody. We've
Out
had
of our
family
cousins,
members,
everybody,
everyone, we were-
everybody called, all of our friends were calling, they said he's the only one that
he's
didn't
the
call,
only one that never called
or text.
or texted.
Where are
her.
you?
Did they ever do a DNA test on that book bag, that backpack, to see if his DNA was on
They
it?
couldn't do it.
Why couldn't they do it?
When me and Gabby and Landon, when we went up to I said, forget it, screw it. We can't get her missing persons in Caroline and Fairfax and all that. We're going to Spotsylvania County. It's the last place I seen her. I talked to her off to James' house. We're going to Spotsy. Well, that morning we went up to Spotsylvania County, probably around 10ish. And we went, let them know we're making a missing person, or my daughter's missing. Gave them the name and talked to some deputy Handy.
Mhm.
I think he's at something higher now. And he said, okay, wait a minute. Next thing I know, he's walking out there with Caitlin's bag. Well, like, oh my God, me and Gabby looked at each other, and we were shocked. And we put it up on a little thing, we opened it up, we went all through it.
So your hands are all over
Yeah,
it now?
yep, they took it out to the car. We were all done, I zipped it back up, wheeled it on out to the car. She went through it, my brother's soon to be ex-wife, did the back of my side, we were heading out the parking lot.
They flagged her down
They
and
called
came
me
back.
called me, bring it back.
How long did they have it in their possession?
They
They
found
found
it
it
about
that
7
morning.
o'clock that morning. 7:30
So they
that
had a
morning.
couple hours.
That's all? They only had it a couple hours?
Mhm.
So the time it was found, they only had it in their possession a couple hours?
Mhm. It wasn't that long.
Did they say they did anything with it? They knew
They didn't say, did they?
Did they say they did it, DNA testing?
They didn't say.
And you didn't ask?
I didn't think about asking, but I figured they already contaminated the evidence, cause me and Gabby went through it, Pam went through it, Michelle
Taking
went through
pictures
it.
of it and, you know.
I got pictures of it.
Well, when you talk to this detective, Williams, you ought to ask this question.
Okay.
That's important.
I didn't think about asking that one before.
Say, hey, you know, it just occurred to me, you had that bag. What did you do with it the time you had it? You should ask these questions. What did you do with that bag, other than just
Well,
look for
usually-
contents? Did you check?
Remember that, no?
All
Did
right.
you see if James or anybody's DNA was on it? Some, I don't think that this person who did it would have wore gloves if they were
Right.
that careless leaving
Yeah,
ID and
right.
credit cards. That's my opinion.
I just, to me,
But now
I
it's
just,
tainted because everybody's been
Yeah.
touching it, but they might have done something and didn't tell you, so you should ask.
Right,
And
I'll
find-
ask.
And get it, and if they say, oh, we didn't do it, I said, why didn't you do it? I would push them. You think you're letting them get away?
we couldn't even get them to come to any balloon releases, they won't do anything like that.
They do nothing.
We're on our own.
It's just another statistic to them, I guess.
They're always working on it.
Yeah, well.
It
what
just
they gonna-
seems
what
like
they
they're
gonna
waiting
tell
for
you?
someone to say, right here she is!
Yeah,
Found her! That's what it seems like.
We found tips ourselves and tried to get them to investigate. They blew it all off.
Yeah.
They never investigated anything that we found for ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's
It
safe to
means
say,
nothing.
both of these aren't happy with Spotsy
No,
Police? You, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give them?
a 0.
A 0?
Can you do negatives at all?
Okay, that bad.
We think it was messed up from the beginning.
They
From
screwed
the
up from the get-go.
beginning.
She even kinda said that they did because of that bag.
From the beginning, they messed up. We were told, do this, this, and this, and this. Keep it out there. Don't do searches. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's the opposite of everything you're supposed to do in a missing persons case. But we did it because they're the professionals.
We
I
don't
kept
have
telling
to
Lisa, I don't think we should be doing this, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
well,
think
they
this
know
is
better
wrong.
than us. I mean, they've done this before. We haven't. I listen to everything they've done.
Everything. And my thing is, if they would have released some of the stuff in the beginning, like James's vehicle or the pings in the beginning when they first found her,
think
someone
we
could
had
have
more
seen
information.
something. Someone could have said, "Hey, yeah, I saw that vehicle.
Now
I
you
was there
have
in
somebody
Stafford. I
3
saw this
years-
vehicle. They were on Calvin Boulevard. This is what that person was wearing and what they looked like."
Yeah.
But they've never done it until the show came out.
Yeah.
And how long are people supposed to remember those you know details? Yeah. How long are they supposed to remember it? If they were released in the beginning, we could have had Caitlin by now. We could have found her alive by now. You never know. The case would have been totally different by now if they would release some details.
But they were
did nothing.
more worried about Heather Saccone.
Yeah.
She was always more important.
Yeah, I remember that case. Yeah.
Heather Saccone family has money. I do not.
Yeah. Money talks.
Money talks.
Well, I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, I think you're right to an extent. It's like when,
And James's family
Has money.
has money in Alabama.
They own plantations and everything in Alabama.
Yeah.
Not to mention when Caitlin went missing like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, he went down to Alabama.
Yeah, they
And
live.
stayed till Christmas time and came back.
Mhm.
They let him go. So she can be here from all the way down to Alabama by now. By the time they even start doing the search warrants and everything else. Because they let him go.
It's just everything's very frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
You don't know who to believe, who to talk to, or anything.
Yeah, don't know nothing.
So many people try to use us, everything. We just don't know anymore. Then you get people that just want to talk to you because they want to get the scoop on Caitlin. What's going on?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll be your friend and tell what's going on.
they just want to be gossipy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to talk about around the coffee
Yeah.
group.
You get a lot of that on Facebook, on the
Mhm.
Facebook
Yeah.
pages.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Oh.
when they redone their her story on the ID channel not long ago, I had all
You
kinds
got
of
friend
requests.
requests like crazy.
Yeah. All kinds of them. People we went to school with, they ain't seen you in 20 years. Why do I want to talk to you
Did
now?
you
I ain't
get the
talked to you in 20
psychics
years.
come out of the woodwork?
Not yet.
Not really.
No, really?
We've asked some psychics and they all think that she's
Nobody's
dead.
contacted you?
Not for seconds like that now.
There's a most of them that think she's on his property, buried underneath, covered up with like some, like a
Well,
wood pile, with metal.
It's got metal laying on top.
That's what most of them say.
Do you know if the spots he brought out cadaver dogs out to his house, James's house?
Not
No,
that
we've
we
tried to ourselves.
Okay. You brought cadaver dogs?
No,
We've
we're trying to get one.
we've been trying to get
Oh,
one,
you're trying?
but they're all police involved.
Okay.
Apparently, they gotta get permission for that.
Oh, we would've done it already.
What are you girls doing right now actively besides doing?
Sharing their stuff on Facebook, we don't know what
That's
else
all
to
we
do.
can do.
You said you were going to James's house. Do you go regularly or how often do you go?
Right about whenever I'm in the area.
Which is, what would you say?
Well, here lately, I'm not there very, very often.
She's
I'm in Stafford a lot.
How
she
do
We
you-
was
try
over
to be
there.
at least a couple times a
Because
week
you live right
sometimes.
near him, so you go a couple times a week?
Oh yeah, I was up that way just 3 times last week.
Do you go when he's there or you wait till he's gone?
Oh, I like him to see him when he's there, so he knows I'm
And
there.
you're
All
on
of
his-
our cars say find Caitlin on it, so he knows it's us.
But you're on his property?
No, not on his property, but I'll stop right in front of his driveway and
Oh,
sit
but you
there.
never go on his property?
Not
We're
when he's
not allowed
down.
to,
We're not
Okay,
allowed
so you don't disobey no trespassing when he's there?
No.
when he's there, right.
When he isn't there, you'll walk on his property?
It's very
Yeah,
good.
we have.
Okay. But you know his routine, he's pretty much has a dedicated
Yeah,
routine?
because he comes home about, what, 5:15 in the afternoon?
So he's gone from
Yeah.
8,
7, 6:30, 7-ish.
and so that's his daily routine?
Seems like it,
Monday
yeah.
through Friday?
Yep.
Okay, and weekends, what does he do all weekend?
The
A
weekends,
lot of times I think he goes
goes
to his mama's.
Does he?
Yeah, because he comes up near my way.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Psycho?
No.
It sounds like a Norman Bates relationship.
People's mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Like he's infatuated with his mother, and he's more attached to her than any other woman. That's what it sounds, I mean, just from the profile you're painting of this man.
Well, if Maggie wouldn't have had